Welcome students to our coursework on analog circuits. Today we are going to discuss the operational amplifiers. This is part 8th of our lecture series. Myself, Dr. Kirti Vyas from Arya College of Engineering IT, and in this particular lecture we are going to talk about Schmitt trigger. This is the circuit for op-amp based Schmitt trigger. A Schmitt trigger circuit is used when fast transition of voltage is required. It is used to convert sine wave and irregular waveforms to square wave. It is also used to rectify the effect of noise voltages in output waveform. Once triggered, it requires considerable change in time voltage to be reset. So, noise cannot have any effect on the output. The difference between the upper trigger point and the lower trigger point of the Schmitt trigger is known as hysteresis. Now, we will talk about the working of the Schmitt trigger. The input triggering pulse is applied to the inverting input terminal. The non-inverting terminal is connected to the junction of resistor R1 and R2. These act as a potential divider network from V0 to ground. The voltage at the non-inverting terminal is the voltage across R2 resistance, which you can see in the picture. The op-amp will act as a comparator, which we have already discussed in our earlier lecture. It will change the state depending upon whether the input Vi is greater than V2 or not. When Vi is greater than V2, the op-amp will saturate to the positive voltage value and give the output almost equal to Vcc minus 1 volt. 1 volt is dropped across the components of the op-amp, so the voltage at the point 2, that is V2, will be equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2 into Vcc minus 1. When V1 rises to V2 and becomes greater, the op-amp switches to minus VEE, where VEE is the negative voltage apply, which is basically minus 15 volt. Therefore, the voltage V2 falls, so non-inverting terminal becomes negative. Therefore, the V0 changes from plus Vcc minus 1 to VE plus 1. Here, the VE is negative. Since VE is negative and V2 is negative, therefore, V output remains negative. So, the upper trigger point UTP is equals to R2 upon R1 plus R2 into Vcc minus 1. The lower trigger point is equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2 VE plus 1, and here the VE is negative. These equations are written on the bottom of the slide, which you can see. In the circuit, the other terminal of R2 is grounded. Instead, it is connected to a reference voltage. If it would have been connected to a reference voltage VR, the upper trigger point and the lower trigger point can be varied by varying VR. We can change UTP and LTP by changing the value of these resistance R1 and R2. This is what is about the Schmitt trigger. Now we are going to talk about one very important application of op-amp which comes out from a limitation of a half-wave rectifier. As seen on the slide, you can see a box is there which is denoting an ideal half-wave rectifier. A half-wave rectifier is having a property that it is going to rectify the half waveform. Here the blue sinusoidal is representing the input wave and the waveform in red is representing the output of an ideal half wave rectifier. This is only possible if the diode used for the rectifier is an ideal diode which has no threshold voltage and starts conducting when you are applying the input. That is, for very small value of input you will be having an output, but the circuit is not so. Practically what happens is shown in the diagram below, where you are having one particular diode connected to the resistor. Input Vi is applied to the diode, and what happens is given in the characteristic curve that after certain threshold voltage only there will be conduction of the current inside the circuit. Because of this threshold voltage or the cut-in voltage, which is due to the depletion layer of the diode, we are having certain change in the ideal characteristic of the diode, and we will not have any output for till the threshold voltage, and after threshold voltage only the diode is going to conduct due to its forward bias, and this will happen to each and every cycle of input. And for the negative cycle the diode will be reverse bias, and hence due to the conduction of reverse saturation current which is almost zero, we will be having no current and hence no voltage drop across the resistance R. So this is the practical case. So this need a improved circuit. This has been improved by a use of particular op-amp. In this particular figure you can see a half wave precision rectifier. This is known as a half wave precision rectifier because the diode is connected along with the output of the op-amp in such a manner that the threshold voltage value decreases by amount of open loop voltage gain of a op-amp, which is basically very large, 10 raised to power 4. So if the diode cut-in voltage is 0.7, it is almost 70 microvolt. So this leads to a very small value, and hence the diode will behave as a ideal diode and will give the characteristic as shown in the figure. This particular circuit is used in case of AM demodulation. The circuit here is also known as, or the diode here will be known as a superdiode. Now this particular application has been shown in the slides. AM demodulation using a peak detector, where you can see a AM waveform, and this particular diode is diode and the capacitor combination is able to trace the peaks of the AM waveform and hence is helpful in demodulating the AM waveforms. The references for this particular slides and content are given in this particular slide. Thank you. I hope you found this particular lecture beneficial. We will talk about active filters in next lecture.